Welcome to an example in which we're listing multiples. So we're supposed to list the first 15 multiples of 4. What does that mean? It means we're supposed to start with 4 and go times 1, times 2, times 3, etc. all the way to 15. Those are the multiples of 4. 4 multiplied by 1, 2, 3, all the way to 15. So that's going to be 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. There's the first 5. I'm going to have a little space so I remember. 24, 28, 32, 36, 40. And then 44, 48, 52, 56, 60. So there's the first 15 multiples of 4. Next, we're supposed to list the first 15 multiples of 6. So you start with 6, and this is going to be, 6 times 1, 6 times 2, 6 times 3, etc. So that'd be 6, 12, 18, 24, 30. So you can use your calculator, 6 times 1, some 2, etc. And then I'll do the next one. It'll be 36, 42, 48, 54, 60, 66, 72, 78, 84, and 90. Okay, so there's the first 15, and now 10, one more. First 15 multiples of 10, so that's going to be 10 times 1, 10 times 2, 10 times 3, all the way to 10 times 15. So that'd be 10, 20, that's pretty easy, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, whoops, I messed that up, 120, 130, 140, 150. Okay, so I did the first 15 multiples of 4, 6, and 10. Now, what they want me to do at this point is, of the list you produced in parts A, B, and C, list the multiples that all three numbers have in common, the common multiples. What numbers are in all three lists? That's a little tricky, isn't it? I don't know. Let me see. I guess I'm going to start with 4. Do they all have 4? No. Do they all have 8? No. Do they all have 12? Yeah, I'll just do this. No, the first two do, but they're not the bottom one. Do they all have 16? No. Do they all have 20? No. Do they all have 24? No. 28? No. 32, 36, 40. Is that it? No, they don't all have 40, do they? 44, 48, 52, 56, 60. They all have 60? Yeah. That's the only number they all have is 60. Yeah, so that's the only one that comes. So what's the least? Well, it's just 60. Normally, you'd have a list of a couple of them there, but 60 is the lowest number that they have in common as a multiple. That's what LCM stands for. Well, yeah, it's the least common multiple. In other words, if we had gone on further with these lists, if this had gone on further and further and further, we would have had more numbers that they had in common. So the next one would have been 120. So this 60 is the least common multiple. It's the only number, it's the least number, it's the lowest number that they have in common as a multiple. It's the least common multiple. And on this list, it's the only one we say. But there would be others if we went on. This is the least.